I think because we were already kind of like getting the momentum and getting on a little run, and I think that play like really did it. I think everybody locked in and was engaged on defense and stuff, so that definitely gave us a spark.
Do you think you guys need to play like that, a little bit of an edge, and not, not backing down or something like that goes on?
Yeah. We definitely need to play aggressive and back ourselves up. But that was a good little scruffle, whatever little Ronnie was trying to do.
Do you see that from him at all in practice and over the summer? Do you see that?
Yeah, he don't back down from nobody. Just like Coach calls mean pit bulls, and he might have little man syndrome too. So, but he don't back down from nothing. He's just like me. So it don't matter how big you are. It's all about that heart.
Alize, talking about the heart, I mean, it looked like in the second half they weren't real interested in rebounding a lot, and it seems like you guys were a lot more active on the boards, and that really helped you guys out.
Yes, I'd agree. They came out like fast paced, and we came out kind of slow, not really playing our game. And then our coach got on us at halftime, so we knew that they were going to be wore down, so we just gave it to them.
And it seemed like they had a lot of balls on rebounds go off their fingertips and stuff, but you guys were right there. I mean, was the anticipation good on your team tonight?
Yes, the Valpo game, our coach stressed that we missed so many 50-50 balls. So that's one thing we locked in on today was getting those loose balls because they're so important coming down the stretch.
And Jared, what was it like for you coming off the bench? It looked like you had some openings right away. You were pretty aggressive with it.
Yeah, I was just shots wasn't really falling really, so I was just trying to contribute in other type of ways. You can't really control how many shot going in all the time, so I was just trying to contribute by just controlling how hard I play on defense and stuff like that, and try to rebound and just try to bring when I come off the bench, just try to keep the energy up from the starters, or if they're struggling, just try to bring some type of energy.
Jared, you talk about coming off the bench. This team, compared to last year, has a lot of weapons off the bench. How does that change your mentality, knowing that you're coming off the bench and need to fulfill that role?
I mean, it's just, we got some, like you said, we got so many weapons, so maybe one day it might not be my night offensively, another guy might have 20 points, and it's just like, if a person's scoring and another guy is not really doing nothing, you could just, whatever I need to do how the game's going, I can just do that. If I need to come in and try to be aggressive, or if I need to just come in and make plays defensively because one of these guys or somebody else is having a good night offensively, it just dictates what's going to happen.
Jared, do you think that Oral Roberts, I mean, they have a 2-9 record, do you think maybe they're a little bit better basketball team in that record?
Yeah, they're coach just said they probably can win their league. They just haven't really, I think they've played some high majors, so they've kind of started off a little slow, but they're talented, man. They hit a lot of shots, so I think they're going to be a good team down the road in their conference.
For any of you guys, late in the game, it's real close, and Obadiah blocks that shot right in front of the goal. How big was that as far as the transition of the game is concerned?
That's big time, but that's what he does. We have competitive drills in practice all the time, and he'll get a block like that, so that's nothing new to us.
Dequon, what about free throws? 13 out of 28 tonight. What was going on with you guys?
Man. I couldn't even, there's really no answer for it but to get back in the gym and shoot a lot more. I airballed a free throw for the first time in my life. And I just stared at the rim like, how did that happen? But, there's really no answer for it. You just got to focus more in practice and shoot a lot more free throws because those points, they come back and hunt you. We probably would have won by, probably about 15 if we hit our free throws or something like that. But just got to shoot a lot more in practice and stuff. So
That's an individual thing, Dequon, but do you think that maybe when a couple guys start missing, do you think that's one of those things that subconsciously has a tendency to just snowball on a team a little bit? At the free throw line, when a couple guys start missing, for some reason, more of you start missing?
I wouldn't really say that. It's just you got your mechanics. Sometimes your nothing's wrong. Like your mechanics and everything's right. It's just a mental thing, really. And sometimes if you're thinking about it too much, you're gonna miss it. You might be shooting it right and mechanics and everything's right, and you just like, how did I not make it? So it's just really a mental thing.